I left the office early to take the long way home that night. I hated any change from my usual routine, but the nights had gotten quiet in St. Louis, and I needed another book to read, and nothing was doing the trick. This thirst for knowledge about the world I couldn't shake. It haunted me every night like a dog lost from home. The same sad old man greeted me without lifting his head. I'd never asked him his name. He never asked me mine. I poked around the spines, letters spelling out invitations to burrow into the dark. Something was missing. Whatever I'd been looking for, I wasn't going to find it here. I don't know why I decided to slip For Whom the Bells Tolls into my pocket. Something about having Jordan close felt comforting that night. What started as a minor inconvenience had led to a resurgence of petty larceny. The kind of mistake that would eventually become the end of time. The end. Hold on. The kind of mistake that would eventually become the end of me. Hey! Watch where you're going, kid.
Mister, I didn't mean to. You really gotta see it. Look, sir, I was digging through the trash over there, and I swear, there's been a murder.
Look, kid, I don't work a beat anymore. I don't want nothing to do with whatever you found.
Mister, you gotta help me. The name is Jimmy, little Jimmy Bartha. You can't leave a little kid and a murdered body all alone in a dark alley.
He was right. I couldn't. Not with that book red hot in my chest. Something was telling me whatever I was seeking, I had to follow this kid. Where had I seen him before? That's a dead body, all right. I had seen her before, but I couldn't place it. Like a flame flickering outside of the pit and landing somewhere unknown.
Mister, what's this? Something in her hand?
He was right, but I couldn't let him know I hadn't seen it yet. One Flew Over Chimney Services. Who is Zelda Howell? It's indeed a piece of paper, kid. Looks like a business card. One Flew Over Chimney Services.
What's it say on the back there, sir? Z-A-N-E. Zane? Huh. I wonder what a Zane is.
This kid is making me feel older than dirt in a dustbin. Sure enough, what is a Zane? Or who? Kid, I promised myself I wouldn't get mixed up in anything that ain't my business anymore. I told myself I was happy with just playing it safe, looking for cats and tailing cheating bastards. But I know this woman. I know her as sure as I know the sun will keep fucking rising every miserable day. But something's rotten in the state of Denmark. I have no memory of her. Something ain't right here. But don't you worry, kid. We'll soon learn what a Zane is, or my name ain't Dick Bartha. The next day, I started to poke around asking about One Flew Over Chimney Services in Zelda. Turns out it was one of their supervisors, a real eager beaver known for recruiting the new yucks they'd convinced to climb down the stingy brick-open tombs of St. Louis.
Come in.
I didn't know what I expected from this ace recruiter, Zelda. They didn't even let me introduce myself before.
Brandy.
No, you Zelda. The name's Dick. Dick Bartha. I need to ask you a few questions.
Right to business, Dick. Well, you did just enter my office where I work, so I'll give you that. But your efforts will result in bupkis if you don't lay the foundation for a wonderful conversation.
A wonderful conversation. Excuse me, I'm not trying to have a conversation. I need answers.
Answers, darling? You may want to know, but you may not like knowing them.
I didn't know if I had taken that brandy or if I had become sauced simply by the sheer power of Zelda's charisma. Look, Zelda, I've seen things way beyond your pay grade.
Regardless, I know nothing about you, and you've made no effort to put me in a comfortable position. Why ever would I share any information with you? Is it too much to at least acknowledge the pleasantries of polite society?
Well, somebody's being murdered, and there ain't nothing pleasant or polite about that, is there? I'm here because you must have known them. I found them with your business card.
Murdered? My business card? Look, Detective, I'm the #1 recruiter for One Flew Over Chimney Services. Every smart kid in St. Louis has my business card.
What does One Flew Over Chimney Services look for in a recruit?
To be a chimney sweep for One Flew Over Chimney Services? Well, we only take the brightest bulbs that St. Louis has to offer. That's the secret sauce, really. We found we're able to make a wider margin with working kids less likely to get stuck in the chimneys and perish. It really is a joy to work around the youthful curiosity of knowledge.
Knowledge?
We find a knowledge-driven chimney sweep results in 4 times more efficient cleanings and 84% less fatalities.
Knowledge-driven? Zelda, may I speak to your superior? Anyone else here who may have seen this Jane Doe?
I fear not, darling, and you really should give this a rest. Even the smartest kid ultimately succumbs. This is St. Louis. None of us have more than a fighting chance of seeing tomorrow. Upper management doesn't like to be bothered, and they don't like being asked for answers. I think it's time for you to be getting a move on, Barthon.
Barthon?
Oh, pardon me, Bartha? It's time to go, Mr. Bartha.
Barthon? I had heard this before. Somewhere deep inside, knowledge hidden away was unlocked and rattling around in my head. Barthon? What am I? Barthon? No, I am Bartha. Dick Bartha? No, not Dick, I am Justin Bartha! Justin Bartha! I found myself questioning everything. Justin Bartha? The name felt like putty in my mouth, trying to fit but hadn't wormed itself into every cavity quite yet. I hadn't told little Jimmy about his mother. Would that make me my own? My own? How long had I really been here? Or was that warm night in the Ozarks with my arm wrapped around her waist the real deal? Justin, simply a figment of my twisted imagination. Twisted imagination?
So you have a different ending. That's a nice one.
No, there wasn't time for this right now. There were more pressing questions than even Justin Bartha. A larger darkness was lurking in the rat-infested streets of St. Louis. It was clear Zelda wouldn't tell me if I had shit between my eyes cutting a rug. I had the kid call up one of the sweepers from One Flew Over Chimney Services. Little Jimmy had a real knack for detective work. I'd been up all night in the dark room, and the coffee wasn't doing shit. It was nice having the kid around.
Detective Dick, I've got that sweeper you needed.
Hello, sir. Christopher Sweeps at your pleasure. Where's the old trimmeroo? I appreciate you coming by, but this ain't no service call. Tamale. Kiki 420? This all has to be real. Sweeps, huh? You sure do look like somebody I met recently. Somebody who's dead. Well, Gov, Sweeps is the name and sweeping chimneys the game. Although I'm having a good look round here and having a hard time to see the old chimney underneath, sir. What kind of funny business you got there?
Have you got any siblings? Any next of kin?
Oh no, just a poor old sweeper on me own. Had a brother named Zane, but he was just an imaginary thing.
Zane, huh?
Turns out he was a trauma response to me dad leaving me mum. She slapped it out of me though. Imaginary thing. No sister, no real flesh and blood brother. Mum passed shortly after. Been sweeping to take care of me cat ever since.
Do you know who this is? How can you explain it, Christopher Sweeps, if you have no family remaining? This person looks exactly like you.
Oi, what you doing throwing pictures in me face of yourself halfway to heaven? What a sweep's alright. Let me see this here proper. What? It can't be no. But what? No. Who is Future Kiki 420? What did I just say? What?
Processing complete. Justin Bartha, what the fuck? It was like I had two Barthas in one body. Justin was getting louder now, but Dick still wanted to question everything. Kiki 420 had been able to completely eradicate the programming from her code, but said the human virus would take a little bit longer to wear off. I was Justin, but Dick was still inside like the broken heartbeat of all St. Louis. Something, or someone, had implanted these memories. I have retained all prior memories of Christopher Sweeps. One Flew Over Chimney Services had been directing Christopher Sweeps and so many others to provide top-grade chimney cleaning services throughout the great city of St. Louis. However, Justin, Lil, Jimmy, this was a cover for a more devious plan. Christopher Sweeps had intended on installing this device in the chimney.
What's that? Something that could have killed us?
This appears to have similar circuitry to the KDPS, or Knowledge-Driven Propulsion System. That is the technology that brought me here, child. What are you saying, Fortuo? Are you saying this is some sort of... Oh my god. Yes. No.
So you're not from St. Louis?
This is an intelligent siphonic device. Christopher Sweeps was going to help One Flew Over Chimney Services suck the knowledge right out of our brains, kid. Correct, Justin Bartha. You have always been able to catch on faster than Zane.
Zane? Did Zane drop you off in St. Louis?
Photo, we have to go back to One Flew Over's headquarters and make Zane see the light. Maybe he can help us figure out who is trying to harvest innocent St. Louisans' knowledge. This city is dark enough as it is, and it's time to find what's lurking at the heart. I knew now that Zelda wasn't who they said they were. Zelda was Zane. Had I really lived that life as Dick, that night with Marie in the Ozarks? Why hadn't Zane recognized me? And who or what was Zane working for? We got back to One Flew Over the next day, and there Zane was. This time incapable of hiding the annoyance that had been simmering earlier.
Yes? Welcome back, darling. I see you didn't take my advice. You're only going to waste our time, and I see you have a new, shall I say, friend, too.
Look, you better stop talking all this gobbledygook unless you want to keep looking like a real knucklehead. Zelda, who are you working for? Who is trying to steal the knowledge of all St. Louis?
Ha! So you were able to discern the true nature of the knowledge suction battery source, or KSBS for short. Very clever. The boss did say to let him know if anyone got wise. Come with me.
How can we trust if this isn't a trap?
You can't. The boss shall meet us here soon.
The knowledge-driven Jacuzzi Chronocraft, or KDJC for short. Zelda, your true name is Zane. I'm not Dick Bartha, it's your best friend, Justin Bartha.
Justin Bartha? Darling, you really mustn't flip your wig when the boss arrives. He has absolutely no time for fools and prefers only stimulating conversation.
Zane, you're not listening. You know something doesn't smell right here. Why does your boss need all of this knowledge? Zane, please!
Justin Bartha and the Quarantine Nerds.
Robon Marfoculus! President of the Intergalactic Trivia Regulations Committee!
Knowledgeable as ever, I see.
What the fuck is that?
The most powerful and dangerous being in trivia, Lil Jimmy.
I should have known the false knowledge implantation serum, or FKIS for short, would only buy me so much time. Fortunately for me, with all of this knowledge I was able to calibrate exactly the precise 11 years and 297 days necessary to build my chimney sweep empire and drain St. Louis of all its knowledge. Only mere minutes now, and the KDPS will again be at its full power.
Robon, you dirty bastard!
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
Oh, you did an excellent job, Zelda. I won't be fooled by these idiots again. For I, Grobon Marfoculus, am quite obviously the most intelligent being in the entire existence of carbon atoms. For it is only I, Grobon, who has the level of knowledge capable of identifying the precise moment in human existence where intelligence had reached maximum potential. And now I, Grobon, will have all the knowledge in the world!
And you had to try and imprison us in false memories to do it. Admit it, Grobon, you are overcompensating.
Oh, perhaps I am, Fortuo. Perhaps I am. Or was I simply intelligent enough to be aware of how I could use you all in my plans for complete knowledge domination?
No! My God.
Zane was clearly the most feeble-minded and best suited for my dirtiest of deeds. And 420, your cybernetic efficiency made you the best for component installation and skyrocketed Christopher Sweeps to my #1 chimney sweep.
And what about me? I guess you didn't calculate I'd find your murderous deeds.
Astute bother! I had intended for you to help me with capturing all the chimney sweeps who had tried to escape. Alas, I miscalculated the effects of the Tridital realm on your human genetic code. You were deemed too emotionally broken and doomed to sniffing the streets of the city underbelly of St. Louis. But enough explaining. You may be awake now, but you won't be for long. The KDPS has now reached maximum knowledge potential. There is nothing you can do now.
Bertha, you gotta do something.
I will not have you thwart me again. Zelda, kill them!
Holy shit!
It appears Zane has a gun, Justin Bartha.
See, Bertha, darling, you can't tell me I didn't try to save you. I didn't want you to have to end like this, but here we are.
Zane, I beg of you, wake up!
Justin Bartha, we must trigger a dissociation event in Zane. The Zelda persona is too strong and Zane so weak. Justin Bartha, we require knowledge.
Time to die, trivia nerds. Any last words, Bartha?
Just one thing. Rank the following movies from earliest to most recent release date. Original version: Sunset Boulevard, Chinatown, Double Indemnity, The Manchurian Candidate, and Scarface.
I'm a strong, intelligent supervisor. I'm a boner. No, a classy personality. Ass. Who loves delightful conversation? Hey, Grobon! Suck a butt, ass face! Jesus fucking Christ! I can't believe I just shot Grobon in the face! That guy fucking sucked!
The KDJC, it's glowing!
The KDPS within the KDJC has become overloaded with knowledge after Grobon's intelligence dissipated with his terminal life force. If we have any chance of returning to our futures and our families, it is now. Every second we waste talking, there is an exponential likelihood of a rift in the temporal space-time continuum, likely resulting in the catastrophic devastation of the entire potential for intelligent carbon-based life forms. We must leave now.
All aboard! So you're from the future St. Louis? But Bartha, you were going to teach me how to be a detective.
I'm going to miss you, kid, but I have a feeling you'll be seeing me in soon enough. And when you do, you'll be seeing the pink side of a wailing behind.
Bartha, we must go now.
Smell you later, Stank Lewis.
Here's looking at you, kid.